we had no clue that we would ever be able to get married because when we first got together, like marriage was not a thing for same-sex couples. It was not legal. Today we're going to discuss our upcoming 10-year anniversary. Not 10 years of being in a relationship, but 10-year marriage anniversary, which comes up December 14th of 2025.
Yes.
And make sure I get the dates right. So we're starting to plan that now, and we're just going to let you guys follow the journey of us planning.
Yeah. So without further ado, before we start, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And that being said, without further ado, let's get into it.
So it is amazing that we made it to this 10-year marriage.
Yes, it is.
Because when we first got together, like we had no clue that we would ever be able to get married. Because when we first got together, like marriage was not a thing for same-sex couples. It was not legal. And so we never even had conversations about it, but then it became legal and we actually went ahead and did it. We just did the courthouse. We didn't do anything like special. It was just like, hey, let's do it. I don't even think either one of us got on the knee. It was just like sitting in the bed talking, having a conversation.
Yeah.
And we just like, hey, we should get married.
Yeah. It was definitely just like a random conversation we were having, and then we was just like, well, let's do this. Okay. So we're doing this, yeah, and we went and did it.
Yeah, so we did it at the courthouse. I think we said this before, but one of our friends actually, what's the word?
Officiated.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce it, but she did that for us. Thank you, Surreal.
Shout out to you, DJ.
Yes, for doing that. And then now that we made it here, we have to start planning for, an anniversary that, we never even felt like would have happened in a million years. And now we can actually celebrate 10 years of marriage. So we're looking forward to it.
Celebrating 10 long, hard, excruciating, painful, dreadful, amazing years.
Amazing should have been first, though.
I mean, don't tell me how to tell my story.
Whatever. But this time we want to do something big because it's a celebration. So we're thinking I think a reception could be cool, but I also think a trip could be cool.
So I think we're both kind of on the fence and undecided to whether we're going to have a reception or whether we're going to go somewhere for the 10-year anniversary. I'm kind of on the fence myself between the two because I feel like both of them would be good. The only caveat to the trip is that if we do go on a trip, of course it'll be out of the country and not very many people will be able to make it. Then the caveat to having a reception is we're going to be essentially paying thousands of dollars for one day. So
That's true.
Something to think about both ends, and I think that's why we're here.
So I think one of the pros of doing a reception is we'll both be able to get that feeling that people get, I guess, when they go get married and walk down the aisle. And even though it won't be like an actual walk down the aisle thing, we could do our vows and have like somebody like there standing up as we do our vows and make it almost like a wedding, but without getting married.
Yeah.
And that can be like a really nice memory, even though it's only a day. It can be a really nice memory for a day.
Yeah.
But also really expensive.
That's true.
So I kind of like the idea of doing that just because I think the experience would be nice.
I agree.
We also need to talk about like budget because at this point, we're in initial phases, so we really don't even have a clue of what it's gonna
Right.
cost.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to go like spend money that we don't have, kind of thing. We're not trying to end up owing thousands and thousands of dollars to have this extravagant, great event, and then next thing you know, we're like paying for it for like 10 years. Like, we're not trying to do that. So we're trying to be smart about it, but we want to make it something that's going to be a great experience.
Yeah, I think the best way to go about being smart about something like that is to plan in advance.
Which is why we're starting now.
Yeah, because I think when you start to wait for the last minute to do stuff like that, especially something that's going to be so expensive, that's when those charges will start racking up.
That's true. And just so you all know, whatever we do, you all are coming with us. You have no option, so you'll be
Yes.
there with us
You'll be there with us.
because we'll be recording everything. Not every single thing, Can't let y'all see everything. It's not that kind of
Party.
yeah. But you'll see a lot.
But it will be recorded. It won't be neither one of us recording. We'll
Yeah.
have someone else doing that.
I think for that we're definitely gonna hire like some professionals to do all of that work.
So if we decided to go with a reception, where would it be? Would it be would it be in Florida?
If we do a reception, I think it should be in Florida because it's where we know most people. And it'd be weird to say, hey, we're doing a reception, but you guys have to fly to like Las Vegas or California. Or
I agree.
But it had to be like a really, really nice venue.
And so what we're rethinking as far as like the number of people, because that's going to also determine budget.
I don't know. Like, what do people have for weddings? Like, I mean, maybe 100. I mean, between the both of us. I mean,
I'm thinking
get
maybe
up to 100.
I think 100 would be nice. I said 100, no more than 150. I don't even think we'll touch the 150 mark. But just in case, you always got somebody that would need to bring somebody.
So with that, if we did a reception, right? Say we did that. We gotta think about food. Let's say if 150. We gotta think about food for 150 people. Let's say, I don't know how much people charge. Let's say it's like $20 per person. For 100 people, that'd be $2,000 just for food.
Okay.
For 150 people, it'd be like $3,000. I hope I'm doing my math right.
They'll let you know.
I'm pretty sure. So that's just $3,000 right there just for food. Like, if that price even really makes any sense. And that's not even really for us. That's just to feed people.
Yeah.
And then getting like something to wear, finding the venue is gonna be thousands. Because you're gonna have to rent out a whole venue. I don't know how many thousands. Let's say 3,000. I don't know. Just doing it.
I don't think the venue would be that. I mean, I guess it would depend on where, like what type of venue we're looking for.
I don't know. Camera crew, outside of food, liquor, people love to drink. I mean, I don't know. We definitely have to sit down and like really figure out the whole money budget part of it because we don't really know what the numbers would be. But I feel like the reception is going to be way more than a trip would be. If we went on an international trip, I would want to do something where it's at least like 9 days or 10 days in that area. Like maybe we like jump to different parts internationally, but it needs to be like 9 to 10 days outside of the US, not counting travel. Because the travel could be like a day or two, depending on where we go.
Okay. I agree.
But I think that'd be a lot cheaper.
It would be a lot cheaper, but
You won't be able to experience it without friends.
right. It'll basically, I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure it'll just be the two of us,
Probably.
which I would be fine with. But
Well, I mean, they'll be there too, so.
Well, yeah, they'll be there. But I think that. Okay, so let's talk about what that looks like. So let's say for example, we decide to go to, I don't know, China. We decided to go to China. That flight, I think, is about 2 days or something like that. Maybe even more. I'm not really sure, but it's a long flight,
Yeah, I don't know.
right? And so we have to consider that. We have to also consider where we're going to stay. We got to consider the flight there, where we're going to stay, clothes, food, shopping, transportation. Transportation to and from the airport. I mean, maybe that'll if we get a rental car. I personally,
So you think it could be more?
I think it will probably even out.
If somebody has done either or, can you let us know? Because we're trying. Well, I mean, we're still gonna research, of course.
Yeah.
But if you guys have any information that can help us out with this decision, because we definitely want to have the best experience, but also
Absolutely.
spend the least amount of money.
For sure. I don't know. I think both are great options. One, we'll get the experience with family and friends. The other will just be the three of us.
Yeah, right. I mean, three of us meaning y'all or the other person.
Right.
Catch that. But the only reason I'm leaning more to the reception is because of the experience with the family and friends. Because we didn't get to do that
When we got married.
for the wedding.
Yeah.
And I think the whole point of like having all of these people like there for you and celebrating the love that we have for each other will be like a really nice feeling.
Yes. For one, I know your sister's looking forward to it.
Yeah, my sister, not my oldest sister.
Not that one.
So my sister, she already she called like a couple of weeks ago and was like, we need to let her know what's going on because she needs to start shopping for what she wants to wear. And remember, this is in 2024. I mean, sorry, 2025. We haven't even got to 2024 yet. And it's the end of 2025.
That time's gonna come and go really quickly.
It will. And it's best to have everything planned out early.
Yeah.
Especially if we can like
Make payments.
make payments. Payments are always good. And if we can get a venue now and lock in like a lower price because we're booking so far
So
out.
far in advance, yeah. And that way we could possibly get like the best venue at
Right.
the lowest possible price
Because we're planning so far
because
ahead.
it's so far away. Yeah. You know what? I think
I hope y'all don't judge me on how you hold a fork. I know it's weird, but whatever.
no etiquette. None. I guess that's that.
You said, oh, you're so silly. I know he about to say. Like that's that man thing, or that's that.
I guess that's that masculine energy they keep
wow.
talking about how you hold your fork. And no etiquette.
Wow.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
I think you got food in your teeth. Let me see. Open. No, your lip. Move your lip off.
Okay, my lip is big.
I think it's gone. I think right now, especially after talking it out, I think I'm leaning more maybe like 70% doing reception and maybe 30%. Like once we start like calculating prices,
Yeah.
that'll kind of like maybe change. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like what kind of, so if we did go, it seems like both of us are leaning more towards the reception. So if we did do like the reception, like what are you thinking? Like, do we have, we've got to have a DJ, but like, are we doing like a dance, like the couples dance? Do we give our vows in front of the reception? How does that flow? Do we have somebody talking on the mic, like making all of that flow? Like, I don't know.
I definitely would think we should definitely have someone on the mic.
Okay.
I think we could do the renewal of the vows, and I think it would be dope to have Surreal do it again.
Oh, that would be dope. That would be hella dope. I gotta ask her.
Yeah. As far as the dance, I mean, we don't necessarily have to do a dance unless you just want to do one.
I mean, I'll do it just for the experience. But I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not the best dancer.
Like you mean like just you and I dancing in front of everybody, or like
Yeah, that's what they do at weddings, right? Or receptions or whatever.
they do it at weddings mostly.
Well, we didn't do that part because we didn't have a wedding, so we need to.
Okay, I mean that's I'm down with
We
it.
need to try to fit it all in there.
I'm down with it if
I'm down with it, and I'll do a couple of 1-2 steps. I'm getting full. This food good though.
me too. I ate all my fish though.
I'm gonna finish it because it's here.
None of us is in a position to be greedy.
So I think that we need to get a venue that is nice enough to where once the food is done, people can maybe go outside and they can rearrange stuff in the inside so people can be able to have fun.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to be like eat go home. I want it to be like we in there, we do what we need to do. We do what we need to do as far as like the ceremony or whatever. We eat. Once everybody's done eating, and maybe we can go outside for like a cocktail hour or something like that, and then come back in. When they come back in, everything gets moved and rearranged to where people could dance.
I like that. Well, I'm telling you right now, if you come to this reception, if we do go to the reception, when you do happen to come there and eat and leave, just know I'm going to make a whole YouTube video about you and only you to let the world know that you came and ate and left. Just saying.
And we atting too. I'm not above a good at.
I'm saying a whole name, government name. I feel like it's going to be hard to write down 100 people. I mean, at the current state
I agree.
of our life, I think it's going to be really hard to come up with 100 people.
I mean, I think 150 will be a maximum, but I think anything below that we can manage. But I think if by some chance these names, that name list keep getting long, we got to stop at 150, and we don't even have to touch that if we don't have to. But I think that I definitely think that 50 will be is a low number. I
Yeah,
think
50 is too low.
I think we can do that like easily,
Yeah.
just with family.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our first initial step of planning,
Yeah.
and we just want to bring you all on a journey with us because we're still trying to figure, things out.
Did we talk about budget?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about. Well, we try to figure out how much it would cost, but I don't know we don't have like a final budget of like what we're working with. So we got to figure out exactly how much money we're willing to even put aside for this. But we know we're not trying to owe money.
Right.
I mean, if we're paying on it, it needs to be something with no interest. We're very big on no interest because I don't like paying extra money when we don't have to.
Facts.
So a lot of times you can get credit cards that give you like a year no interest. You just keep paying it off and make sure you don't miss that payment.
Yep.
So I guess there's a timeline because we're still in 2023 now and it's not even the end of 2023 yet. I mean, it's close. So we probably should have this figured out like maybe mid next year.
I would say
Or we can start even like looking for places now.
maybe like as far as like the pondering and the thinking, part of it. I think we need to have I think we should have a final decision maybe by April or May of next year. That way it'll give us a full year and
over a year and a half.
over a year and a half to actually make payments on whatever it is. And I think even if we did it before then, 2 years to make payments on something is like we can knock that out.
Okay.
So I would say we can probably start. We can give ourselves maybe to possibly January, the end of January, to kind of make a final decision on whether we want to have a reception or a trip, and then from that point to March. No,
We're in
May.
October now? What month are we in?
May. We're in October now.
So it's about to be November. So November, December. So we got like 3 months to figure this out.
To figure it out, and then from January to May,
We can lock down places.
we just start figuring out where we wanted to go, what colors and all the other. Well, I don't think we necessarily need to do the colors. I think we just did figure out where we want to have it. So find a venue, and then
and figure out
a budget and food.
Okay, so there you have it. That's what we're gonna do. So hold us to that.
Got it.
Through the rest of the time, that's when we'll be making the final decisions, making final payments, figuring out
colors
and getting stuff to wear and sending out invitations. And that's going to be another
invitations.
I was just about to say that's going to be another investment.
Yeah,
Sending out invitations. I feel like we can do that. I feel like we can not cut corners, but we can tweak that and make that cost not so much, because we don't need all the extravagant box and all that. We don't need all that stuff.
No, we're not doing all that. It's going to be very much like a card.
Yeah. It'll be classy. But it'll be economically priced.
Yes.
For lack of better term.
I got to stress again, we're not trying to go broke off this.
Not at all.
We like to be cautious on how we spend money, and we're going to be cautious on how we spend this money.
Yeah.
But we're going to make it nice.
We'll keep y'all, like I said, we'll keep y'all on this journey. We'll give y'all updates on once we make final decisions, once we figure out what we're going to do. Once we start to lock things in, you guys will be privy to all of the information. And we'll call you up.
Yeah. And also thank you for eating with us. Dre cooked all of the food.
Yes, by the way, I made some mashed cauliflower. I made some salmon, and I made some oven roasted broccoli with some honey mustard dipping sauce.
Let me just finish this. So.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes.
If you are new here, welcome. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you are not new here and you are my cousin, my auntie, my sister, my brother, thank y'all. I appreciate it very much. We appreciate it very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, love you guys. Mean it.
Peace out.